and taking a bunch of fractured information, and that's what search did, right? Search fractured where people are finding information all over the place, and then it's our job to like grab it all and put it back together, I guess. So.
Yeah, like practical tips are, we cannot ignore any word on our website or any sections or the speed, being mobile friendly, and all the things that we already should be doing as good SEO. I think AEO is just good SEO plus, things that you should be doing.
So let's go into that. Like all these different definitions. What are the definitions of SEO that you're using? And then how would you define them each? I would love to hear your vocabulary terminology.
Yeah, I love your LLM visibility. I think that's a really good way of describing it. But the way that we've been using it, as probably people are coining it, is AEO, answer engine optimization, because it includes Google, it includes ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and all of that. You can do GEO, generative engine optimization. You can do something like that. But I don't think it really truly matters, as the industry, like you said, is not clear on what is it that they want to call it. I know for a fact that we are no longer just going and clicking on blue links. Yeah. That's where our clients are coming to us and saying, hey, we need to show up in ChatGPT. So what we did is we built an engine. We've always had our own technology that goes and can create the prompts that customers are going to type in these 3 different levels. Top of funnel prompts. What are the companies that are good at X? What are the top companies, right? So we can go and get those prompts. And then we will run those prompts, and we can identify which brands are being shown as a result by these systems. I get leads from ChatGPT every single day, so I create a lot of training resources around this. So I said, if you can figure out the prompts, that's about half the problem. So top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. And then we find out the brands that are being mentioned. And then we can go and do the same good old SEO research. Why are they showing up? And those are citations, essentially. And so we can reverse engineer what they're using to get to those answers. So our clients, the people that we're called to serve, can actually get the same result. It is reverse engineerable, but the problem is there's no systems out there who can go track the prompts, the results of the prompts, what ranking that the results are coming up with, and how do you change the rankings of these things. But the good thing is it can be changed. We're doing it every single day. And then once you have that information, how do you track it so that you can make sure your clients are increasing, right, in those answers? They legitimately should have the option to do it because they are good businesses. It's just that, like I said, a lot of people ignored proper SEO. They could be $100 million business, but the one that ChatGPT shows could be a little $2 million company with a great marketing guy like you. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, hey, they show up, and they're freaking out. How are all these people finding you? But the $100 million company has never done anything, so they just waited it out.
Yeah, so I want to parse out some of the things that you said. First, like I do have a score that I've kind of been putting together, and I think that we're on a similar line of thinking from a LLM visibility standpoint. So really, the LLM visibility for me is I've broken it apart and saying, okay, there's things that benefit SEO that also benefit AI, and there's kind of this Venn diagram overlap. I'm really looking at, okay, let's just look at the LLMs and what matters to them. Now, certainly there's other things that you can do, but I think that's where the GEO, the AEO, like it gets messy and it gets blended.